Welcome back to my channel. This is Jim with JR Clocker on eBay. And we are back in the new store today. Thank you for following our journey through this craziness that we call opening a clock shop. Again, as I spoke to you before, we bought a clock shop in Syracuse, New York. There's so much stuff. It took us basically 3 weekends with a crew up there during one full week in between packing, trying to pre-pack some stuff because there's so much stuff. I don't know, comically, I guess my wife would say, said that, oh yeah, we could do it all one weekend. She wasn't in the house. When we got up there to the house, it was a house, clock shop, whatever. And it was 3 floors with a basement. An attic was the 3rd floor, 2 middle floors and a basement. And they were all full. And it was a 2,000 square foot place, and it was full. But anyway, let me show you what progress we've made so far. Okay, you remember we had all these cuckoo clocks. Today was cuckoo clock day. And we had these 2 bins, and they're full. We only have 1 bin, and it's been cut down quite a bit. We have 1 bin left to go through. And so far, oh geez, look at all this stuff. We have, we're just trying to collect bits and pieces. Look at all the backs. Now, hopefully we'll be able to find some of the backs. Look at all the bellows. Here's a bunch of crowns and frames and so on and so forth. I mean, just so crazy. Here's some plastic ones. Here's some more plastic ones right here. And there's a nice stag. And here's a nice, pendulums. We got, again, that whole box of pendulums over here. All these boxes. Anyway, and then these guys here, and I honestly, I haven't been here. The crew is working on this, so I don't actually know what's here. I'm kind of going through it for the first time with you. This is probably a newer version, not a real old one. Now some musicals. This is what we call a live scene, because the bird's alive, not dead. It's not a hunting scene. But anyway, here's all stuff that may be salvageable. Okay. We might be able to salvage this. There you go. Anyway, I don't know. Most of you don't know. I grew up with a really bad stuttering problem. So every once in a while, a word will get me, and then I'll have to go practice it. And salvageable. There we go. Anyway, bear with me again. You've seen all this. Just craziness. And then we have some more cuckoo clocks over here that we're going to be dealing with. Some weights over here, but we have tons of weights around. It's crazy. My wife said she thought maybe this was new old stock. We'll look into it. It does look pretty decent, so it might be. This would be a Hubert Hare 30 hour. And okay, so, and then we're doing some testing here. This is one of the wall clocks we pulled out. Actually, it's pretty nice. It's a Westminster chime, and it's running pretty well. It's new old stock. This is what we thought was a new old stock. Looks like it's going to end up being, ignore the pendulum. The pendulum does not go on this clock, but I'm getting ready to video it later and you'll see it. up on my channel because it's going to be going on eBay here soon. Then here's some new old stock cuckoo clocks. And we'll get into these later. They're actually pretty cool. I think I do have a video of one of them up on they're limited edition. Okay, let's step back here. They're a limited edition, and they're actually very different than most cuckoo clocks that I've come across. So, of course, they're new old stock. They've never been used, and so we'll test and make sure everything's good. These are some other new old stock ones that are sitting here. We'll go through them again. We have more weights. But that's really where we've gotten to today. This is just the whole bundle of pendulums that we have to go through. And, but yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully the rest of the cuckoo clocks will be ready or gone through tomorrow. And then we'll start actually bagging the other, the cuckoo clocks that are out over here. Let's walk over this way. Cuckoo clocks that are over here right now, the plan is we're going to bag and label them. And we have these really heavy 2-ply bags. I don't know where one is here. Let me see if I can find one. But I think this is actually one. Okay, so it's a really big bag. So oh, here's another. This is one I brought from the trailer today. Because anyway, but these are really big, heavy 2-ply bags, and we're going to put them in there because really, we want to stop anything that may be going on inside of these things. They were damp, or some of them were, some of them weren't, but we're just putting them all in there. If you look at this one over here, it looks like that was down in the basement. Some of these that come out of the basement, we want to stop any kind of issues. So we're going to do that. This building is climate controlled. As a clocksmith or clockmaker, I have a tendency to keep it cooler than most people do because I can't afford to sweat. When we're working on things, I want very dry fingers. Actually, I have borderline diabetes, and one of the perks for that is very dry. I have very dry skin, so I like to keep it that way, and that's what we'll do. And so we'll get all this stuff because, again, for a couple of years it was sitting in a house. If you notice, we're going to have to clean some of this stuff. I'm going to bring you along here. Let me find one that really needs, okay, here's a perfect example. See right in here? That's going to have to all be taken down, cleaned up, and freshened up, because that's, unfortunately, when you leave, the house is foreclosed on, it where the power was off, there's no any kind of conditioning in the building, and so the stuff on the lower floor, on the ground floor, was fine, but we saw more of it in the upstairs and especially in the attic and in the basement. Especially in the basement. The basement was very damp. And we've put everything from the basement, except for maybe that, I don't know, that one over there kind of maybe snuck by in another trailer, so we can slowly take a look at that and make sure everything's okay. But anyway, that's the way it's looking right now. Changes every day. So stop back and follow us on our journey. I do want to thank y'all for coming by. I did want to talk about one more thing. I'm going to come over here and have a seat. Anyway, we are going to be opening to appointments. We are going to be looking at selling some of these parts, whatever, trying to reduce the clutter as much as we can. And when you do that, you usually have really good prices. And that's what we're going for. We're going for really good prices for y'all. Anyway, again, we're in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. So if you're in the area, let us know. Believe me, it's not going to run out of here. You all know what clock stuff's like. Whatever we don't sell on eBay or whatever we don't sell through here, we'll sell through Marketplace. We'll sell, whatever way we can. Again, as I said before, we're not hoarders. We're actually trying to get this stuff sold and out of here. Anyway, follow our journey. When I have another big update, I'll let you know. We're going to do some unboxing because there's some things that need to be unboxed. And as we we haven't made a final decision on how the place is going to be laid out, but when we do, I want to include you guys in on it and tips. For those of you that don't really know me, I am a certified master clockmaker. I do not repair watches. I'm a clockmaker. I have been since 1990 when I got certified. I spent 4 years under a master clockmaker out of Germany, actually out of Austria. And I spent 4 years with him. And he just taught me a lot. And I teach now. So I have 3 students right now. And we've been working for, my son, Jeff, is one of them, and he's just started in the last 6 months. My other friend, Mike, he's been around for a couple of years. We're getting more. This shop is going to help us get more into teaching him. He knows pretty much the basics now. It's a slow teach. It's, but we'll start getting into bushings and taking stuff completely apart. And, right now, in the last year or so, we've been doing a lot of evaluating, teaching him how to buy. He's very interested in the buying side of it, but he does want to learn. And he's been just kind of waiting for me because we've been so busy. But anyway, we're gonna be teaching, and I teach a class online for selling on eBay, by the way. And but yeah, and I'm probably going to do something in person as well. I don't charge for it. I just do it. And they usually help me if repair work comes in. I haven't done repair work in a number of years because not outside repair. I do want to say that my only real claim to fame is I have a clock I restored and is in the Smithsonian. Remember, stutter. Sometimes I have problems with words, so you're gonna have to excuse me. That's just the way it is. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and we'll get more into the teaching and whatever. I'm gonna be doing some tips as well. I just did one on correcting, German clock hands. Not much, but I think what were we looking at next? Just making some adjustments, teaching people how to balance their clocks. We'll start with American Yankees. We'll explain what an American Yankee movement is, which a lot of people don't know what that is. And anyway, thank you for stopping by, and please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.